Hello everyone, my name is Fernando, and today we are going to be looking at useful Japanese, especially the ones that you'll be using for customer service purposes, such as restaurants or retail, not the kind of Japanese used in manga. So let's get started. We're going to be using restaurants as the prime focus, but a lot of these words will be used in any sort of customer service related field. Okay, why? Two reasons. One, you're going to hear it. And two, you may be starting off in customer service, especially if you come to Japan using the work holiday visa. Okay, so the first word that you should know is いらっしゃいませ. いらっしゃいませ means welcome. There is no rebuttal to it. You don't have to say anything back. There is no logical or proper thing to say back. Just let the person say it. And if you're the one saying it, then just make sure you have a big, strong voice, depending on the field. In retail, the voice should be a lot softer. In restaurants, it should be a lot louder and kind of a booming voice, very spirited. Okay. And in convenience stores, it should be like a more mellowed out いらっしゃいませ. Okay. So retail, いらっしゃいませ. And convenience store, いらっしゃいませ. And izakaya or restaurant, いらっしゃいませ. Okay. So different tones depending on which field you are going to be in. Okay. And now we're going to move on to the second word. Now, okay, I should preface this with saying that some companies and some restaurants might tell you to say things different than what I'm saying, okay? So it is possible that you won't be saying the exact same things that I'm telling you. And in a lot of cases, there are 2 or 3 or 4 ways that you can go about the same situation, okay? So the second phrase that generally speaking, the restaurants and izakayas will tell you to say is お客様ご来店です。お客様ご来店です。Okay? お客様 is the customer. Okay? And so you should probably know that the honorific sama is used for a person of the highest regard. For customers, they are always in the highest regard, so you would never say お客 only, always お客様. Okay? And ご来店. So go also gets attached in the humble and honorific forms. And ご来店 means they are coming to our restaurant or coming to our shop. Okay, so the big announcement usually done by the first person who's introducing them would be ご来店です。お客様ご来店です。Our customer is coming to our store. And everyone at that point, everyone is prompted to say いらっしゃいませ. Okay, now again, maybe some izakayas or restaurants won't use this. It will depend a lot what type of restaurant it is. Okay, いらっしゃいませ always. And the second part that I just taught you depends on the restaurant, okay? It depends on the type of restaurant. So, the next part we're going to learn about restaurant Japanese, okay? ご案内いたします。ご案内いたします。はい、ご案内いたします means I will lead you, okay? And this is very useful for places where you're trying to bring someone with you, okay? Especially if you're doing yobikomi. So yobikomi is basically trying to get customers from the outside into your restaurant, and it's very commonplace in Japan. And you may see people using signs or people using pamphlets or anything to try to lure customers in. And if you have to direct someone a certain way, then you can say ご案内いたします. Okay? いたします is the humble form of します. Okay, so it means the same thing as します except using the humble form. Okay? So, somebody says すみません or raises their hand. Okay, I'm pretending that you are the baito-san, okay, the part-time worker. Okay, and we're imagining that this is going to be your first job, as it was for me. Okay, and someone says すみません, and so you will probably take out something to punch in the order. So you say ご注文よろしいですか? ご注文よろしいですか? So, which would mean, are you ready to order? Okay. Yoroshii desu ka is more polite than ii desu ka? Okay. So it'd be the same equivalent of saying, would you like to, or something to that extent, instead of saying, do you want? Notice that in English, it's a small difference between do you want and would you like to, right? It's small difference, but that small difference in Japan goes a long way. Okay. If someone is finished their drink. Now, there are two different ways to go about these sort of situations in restaurants. So you have to make a big distinction between 食べ放題 and 飲み放題 versus 単品. Okay, 単品 is people just buy whatever they want, and 食べ放題 is all you can eat. 飲み放題 is all you can drink. And the reason why this is so important is because that will depend on how you should behave when people finish their food. おかわりいかがですか? おかわりいかがですか? So, in that case, you will be asking the person, would you like a refill? Okay, or would you like some more? Or would you like to be stocked up? Okay, and that's for drinks if it's 飲み放題, and food if it's 食べ放題. Okay, 食べ放題 is usually for meat. Okay, usually the servings will be in certain portions. Okay, they'll be divided up in certain portions, and this will be called にんまえ. Okay, so for example, 一人前, 二人前, 三人前, 四人前. Okay, this will be how many portions they want. You don't have to measure it. That's what the kitchen staff is going to be doing. Okay, they have it all divided up, but all it means is just how big of a portion they want. Okay, if you're the customer and you want to speak Japanese, okay, 一人前 means the serving that would be for one person, but it really means it's very little. Okay, and then 二人前 you'll get like a few more slices. Okay, etc. etc. The higher the number, the bigger the size. So be careful because you don't want to over order. Okay. When the customer leaves, okay, when the customer leaves, usually you'll be using the term お客様お帰りです. お客様お帰りです. お帰り, as you can recognize from 帰る, which is go back home. Remember, 帰る and 帰り is not necessarily that they're just going to go home, but they are also just they're leaving. Okay, you're not necessarily sure if they're going to go home or not, but they're leaving, and that is the last part that somebody is going to say. Usually it's going to be one person, sometimes two people at the same time. It happens, but then everyone else is going to say ありがとうございます or ありがとうございました. Okay, and to say thank you. Okay, again, big voice. Few key words. 灰皿. You will not need any more. 灰皿 is an ashtray. And nobody would teach you that, right? So I was really confused about 灰皿. But there's going to be no smoking in Japanese restaurants, so that's not going to be an issue anymore. Okay? Oshibori. Oshibori we brought up in the fugu episode before, but it is a wet cloth for your hands. Sometimes it's just a wet towel or a wet tissue paper, and oshibori is the actual towel. But some people might use it interchangeably, especially if they don't know which one your restaurant has, okay? Mizu is, of course, water, but also ohiya can also be called water. I did not know that, okay? They also have tsumayoji. Tsumayoji is a toothpick. So tsumayoji is a toothpick, as people may request it after eating a lot of meat because it gets stuck in your teeth. So tsumayoji is, again, you'd never think to study the word toothpick, but tsumayoji is a toothpick, okay? Torizara. Torizara is an extra plate. So torizara. So those are a few words, key words that you may need to know for working at a restaurant, okay? So words such as tsumayoji, oshibori, ohashi, and ohiya, these are kind of words that you will hear a lot when working at a restaurant. Restaurants are my recommendation for your first job if your Japanese level is not quite there yet. Convenience store workers have to have a higher understanding of Japanese because there is a wide variety of words that will be used and thrown at you, okay? So while working at a restaurant, you will get these same types of words and the same types of questions, which makes it very easy for restaurant work to be your first job in Japan. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it was informative. As you are deciding on your work holiday visa, and you can pick Japan as an option, you can also think about the types of restaurants or the type of work you would like to do, but I strongly recommend that maybe you should start by picking restaurants. I'm Fernando. Thank you guys so much for paying attention up until this point. If you have any questions or if there's any other video you'd like to see, please leave a comment below and I will try to make a video about that topic as soon as possible. Like, share, subscribe, as always, and we will see you next time. Take care.